Hey there, everybody. Pete here from Comic Book Geezers. Welcome to part 3 of our visit with Kirk over there. And we got Mr. Wild Bill over here.
I'm the anchor man holding it down.
That's right.
Part 3 of Kirk's Man Cave comic book episodes. Kirk, take it away.
All right. Well, we were talking all about like Golden Age books before. I think we kind of finished up with that. As I said, some great stuff. Not the most plot oriented.
Great stuff right there.
And as I said, comic book stuff is all
in between takes. We're just we're sipping a little.
What kind of comic book wine is that?
That was actually pretty good. It was a Walking Dead wine. My wife got that for me. We enjoyed the wine, and then we were I was going to get rid of the bottle. My wife was like, "No, keep the bottle. It looks cool."
Piece of art.
Absolutely. It's even the cork has got like Negan's little
barbed
wire on it.
Stick a candle in there. You got a nice candle holder.
Yeah, there's something to it. All right, so
we got more cool stuff.
We got some more stuff. We were talking before. There's a lot of weird stuff in the 70s, early 80s that I think is just great stuff. One of the books I really liked was Ragman. It, Pete and I were talking before.
Getting closer.
All right, getting a little closer. All right.
You talk, I'll show.
All right. This character was used in the Arrow series, but the books are great. This is a Joe Kubert cover. Awesome. Again, reasonably priced books. These are sweet. It didn't last long. It lasted like 5 or 6 issues and then got cut.
And this is number 4. Do you have any of those, or is this the only one you have?
I have the full run.
You have the full run.
I didn't
cool character, I thought.
Yeah, definitely, and well worth getting. All right. What started me back collecting was I was watching these knuckleheads do an episode about Red Sonja. Loved Red Sonja. And then they started talking about Frank Thorne. Golden Age artist, did a whole bunch of stuff.
I think you just like the scantily clad.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a big fan of his work. He's done stuff since like the 50s going forward. So I started looking for stuff because I wanted to get a signed plate or something from him. You can get it. He did this character. It's an adult-oriented character, so this is not for the kids. But he did sign one of the plates inside. You can find this on eBay if you want. It's great stuff though. The artwork is fantastic.
We're only going to show you one, guys, because
no, it's not appropriate for everybody, and I don't. But it's character is a direct rip-off of his work with Red Sonja. But he did this as like an underground kind of independent book, and again, his stuff is great. I mean, just fantastic. He's still up there and running. He's still doing stuff.
His Red Sonja books are amazing, which we have shown off.
And I would say, if you like it, again, not for young children.
Not safe for work either.
No.
Okay, for comic book geezers, though.
That's right.
And again, getting off to those different things, this cover is similar to Frank Thorne. Initially, I thought it was Frank Thorne, but it's not.
Faked you out.
Yeah. Right. But I bought it just recently.
Show. Get up there.
I'm not good with this whole camera thing.
That's all right.
So this way, this is sorcery. Cool. This was
like
Red
Merlin there.
Yeah, it's Merlin and Jack the Ripper. How do you go wrong with that? You can't, right?
That's a great combination. Merlin and Jack the Ripper.
I like it.
It's
I know he's a big fan of Jack the Ripper.
That'll work.
But this is a great book. They only did like 13, 14 issues. It's done by Red Circle, which was the Archie company, actually. And when they were in the early 70s, they were trying to branch into horror books, and they did this. It's a great run. And again, you can get them. As I said, I just bought this one recently. It was such a pristine copy, and I paid $6.50 for it. How do you go wrong?
Can't beat that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, what do you got here?
All right. Now, we got some oversized books, which, again, back to that. I'm a big fan of Barry Windsor Smith. Look at that.
That's great.
Now
that is what?
He started doing some work for Dark Horse.
That's like a little poster. That's a book.
Yeah, it's a book.
So this is what, about a decade or two after he left Marvel and the Conan series? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I met him actually once. Very nice guy. Really
British
nice
guy, right?
Yeah. I think I'm trying to remember, but as I said, very nice guy. Had a lengthy conversation. Really good. You know what? And
talk about art?
Talking about he was actually doing a book signing.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest. I don't need this book anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this to Pete, because I know Pete is a huge Conan fan.
Wow.
All right.
Thank you.
Score, dude.
So
Nice.
again,
Thank
it's
you.
a little beat on. I apologize,
That's all right.
Wow.
but it's an obscure book. It's kind of different.
Our
And
first comic book geezer donation. Wow.
yeah,
how
yeah,
nice.
yeah. We got to help out the cause there. And I know,
Wow.
my
Awesome.
buddy Peter like that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we've all
Thank you,
known each
sir.
other for 35
Oh,
years.
way
We all went
back.
to college together.
Yeah, yeah.
Really cool.
I've never heard of this. This is
So-
Nice.
So something
Don't
there.
crinkle it, Pete.
Yeah.
Carefully.
Yeah, exactly. Don't
Get
add
it away
another
my
one.
books
I'll
on,
go with
man.
my treasury edition.
Awesome. Now what do you got?
I
over
got
here?
another, and this is for my buddy.
This another treasury edition.
And
Show
this
it.
is we were talking about this before. Remember we
Okay,
showed it.
Show it off.
With the all right, we got to do that. The Flash Treasury Edition.
A reprint of the first Flash in like the 1940s.
40s, yep. Again,
Not Barry Allen.
not Barry Allen, Jay Garrick, which they had in the Flash. So if you just know the Flash did that. I'm a huge fan of the JSA and all that. And again, with this book, I'd like to. I'm going to donate this one to Bill because
What?
Yep, that is for you, my friend.
Really?
So
Oh, wow, man.
so-
Thanks, Kirk.
There you go, buddy.
Really, I
All
don't
right.
have this one. I have the first Batman, which
Well,
is
now
a.
you got the first flash.
Now I
Yeah.
got the first Flash.
First Flash.
So this is my second DC Treasury Edition. Awesome.
Right.
Which brings me up to 12 now.
Wow.
I had one before Comic Book Geezer started, before I started collecting in 2016. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Kirk.
my
wow,
pleasure.
really
Just trying to talk to you.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you,
All
man.
right.
Put
And
that over there. Thanks, Pete.
the
Oh,
we're gonna go. We're gonna look at these. These
This is next. Oh.
these to me remind me of
Bill's over there,
my
like-
my childhood.
You just got this.
And
recently,
then,
remember?
yeah.
Yeah. Show it off
I'm
already.
gonna let-
Come on, damn it.
because I was doing this wrong.
That is awesome,
These
dude.
are hard to find. These are so sweet. I gotta tell you,
Of the back.
yeah, we can open that
Yeah,
up.
the back
Let's
cover
open it
is
up.
awesome, dude.
And
Can we? I don't know. We're running
Yeah.
out of time. Oh no, we're going Pete's laptop. We've
All
got
right.
plenty of time.
can we? Yeah, let's just
Check
open,
that out. That is definitely cool, man.
All right, let's open that up.
Yeah, you got a good price on that. Not too bad. Hopefully.
Not too bad. Didn't get. I told you, I didn't walk with the steel on that.
Oh, in
one.
color too. Yeah.
Yeah, this is again. All those '70s horror stories are awesome, and you know,
And this is a buck, so this is probably what 1975, 77,
something like that.
late
Yeah.
70s, mid 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
So it,
Look at that.
you know, and it's just
It even smells vintage.
yeah.
You know, sometimes you get these.
Oh, the smell of the paper.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is very cool.
So
So you got a bunch of, what do you got, about 7
Oh.
stories in here?
Hold on a second.
What?
Stop the presses. Look at this front page spread.
yeah, it was a little
Holy
that.
moly, that is cool.
How do you beat
You
that?
don't beat that. That's
That's
what's up.
how-
Dude, you got to search for this. Your collection, well, I think
Yeah.
my collection deserves
It's
it
out
too.
there somewhere.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Yours is in really good shape, too,
This is in
Kirk.
very good shape.
Look at, hold that, show that,
Yeah.
show that splash page off. That's good work with that horse.
Look at that.
That is definitely cool. Nice job.
Yeah, this is
So moving right along, the other big title from DC Horror.
Yeah, we gotta open this one up
The
too.
House of Mystery,
Yeah, House of Mystery.
Right.
Because
Definitely
again, those are like DC's big horror books during
Yeah.
that period, and oh baby, this one's got
cool.
it.
Oh, you on the cover? Ooh.
It's double
double
bags.
wrapped. Look at that.
Look at that. That's kind of crazy, right? All right, way
It's
too
a
much.
bit anal.
Yeah, all right. I got my issues. This
Oh.
one, look at that.
60,000 of them in the other room. All 60, yeah,
That's
this is
a great
definitely
cover.
cool.
Look at that. Look
Yeah.
at that bad boy.
And the back is also cool like the other one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Almost the same style.
Pain
Yeah,
in the gargoyle.
and you could do a whole cutout, which thankfully the person
did
didn't
not.
get
Probably the
to.
same artist, you know?
But
That
if
did
you-
the back artwork. That's cool too, man.
yeah.
House of the Gargoyles. Yeah, we've done, what do we do? 2 Treasury Edition shows. And I think the fun thing for us about doing the Treasury Edition shows is just actually open these up and show
Yeah.
everybody what's on the inside.
Yeah,
Even though, it's mostly reprints.
There's a
but
centerfold. on
It's
this
just
one.
something about the
look at
gigantic print.
look at this, boys and girls.
That's definitely awesome.
Look at that, huh? That is pretty damn cool. And you said there's more?
Oh, there's more. There's always more. That's the problem. That's
All right,
why.
let's find that. There's got to be something
Look, that is.
mind-boggling in here, I know.
Is this like 100 page
Look at
long?
all this.
Yeah.
Look at all this. Like
Oh, there's a black
board,
and white page with
board game.
Yeah, for $1, man. You got all that entertainment for $1.
Yeah, they don't make them like this anymore,
No,
kids.
they don't.
But look at that.
Ah.
That was the point. Look at that.
That
is
was the point of getting this whole
Good,
thing.
There
look
we
at that.
go.
Bernie
That is
Rare.
worth the price of admission.
Totally.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
That's awesome, dude.
That is. I It's all right.
Ernie Wrightson. Yeah, that's classic.
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, this is very cool.
Definitely. Oh, that's a nice page.
Look at this, both of them.
Yeah.
Look at this. Both of them. Both of them. Look at that.
All right, so what else have we got here? So that's it for your horror stuff.
Yeah.
Now superhero.
Yeah, we do it. Because I do superheroes too, and I want to do some traditional stuff.
Closer.
Yeah, I'm like Pete to this because I'm not good at this. Superman versus Wonder Woman, which I just got this.
Oh yeah, Jesus, look at that, pummeling each other.
Yeah.
Why did Wonder Woman was getting the best of them there?
First time these two duked it out. It's actually an all original story.
How long you had this one?
I like when Wonder Woman kicks his ass.
There you go.
It does happen on occasion.
Yeah.
And how long you had this book?
About only like 2 months.
Oh, really?
I just got it.
Nice.
To be honest,
it's very cool.
If you said that moments ago, I lost you.
Yeah, it was.
I think the front cover's great.
This one's hard to find too because it's
Awesome. Now what's this? History of Comics.
Now these are real cool.
By DC?
No, these were done by Jim Steranko, who you guys have talked about on the show before.
It's a Steranko cover.
Yeah. This is. You will see.
This is like an independent Steranko. This is a Marvel or no?
No, this is an independent.
Done by him, right? Yeah.
By Steranko. Now, because you're seeing characters here combined that you would never see combined anywhere else.
Turn the back to show.
Yeah, we got Marvel and DC.
You know,
together here.
I mean, you got Black Hawks, Uncle Sam, Dollman up there, that's Skywolf,
Torch, Batman,
I mean, there's
Surfer
just
at the bottom.
I mean, there's just
what the hell is his name?
That was Bullet Man.
That's right, Jesus, Bullet.
You're looking at guys who you just don't see. I mean, the Green Hornet.
He released it. When did he release this? Like late 70s?
Yeah,
early 80s?
Yeah. He did 2 of these. Well, luckily, we have both.
That's the second one.
That is the second one.
Ooh. Tape.
The evils of tape. You gotta always be slow, man.
You gotta wait. He's got some on his arm.
I got something being taxed to you. All right.
What do you got here?
Oh, look at this.
Beware of tape.
Look at this.
This is the first one.
This is the first one. Now, you see, as I said, how many times you see Captain America and Batman together, right?
How about the back cover?
Yeah, well, we're going to get to that. All right, whoops.
I'm looking at the back. What I'm going to say is, what an ugly Namor. Prince Namor.
Yeah, some of it, I got to admit, it's not his best work.
But still, I like the collage of all the mixed characters of DC and Marvel.
I will say, he does a good Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
And that one over there.
But you know what?
I like his Spectra.
But if you look inside...
They're all taken from other...
He gives you a rundown. This is really history of all these characters. So you'll see, like...
Look
at that. Like you're getting...
I always thought he did a great Captain America.
Well, I think that's a Kirby.
Oh, that is... yeah, you are right. That is Kirby.
So, I mean, it's...
Look at that, huh?
These, again, are very hard to find.
I've never seen these before.
You know...
I remember seeing the advertisements for them.
Look at that.
The detail.
That's Bill Everett, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's great. Bill Everett, the guy who originally did the Submariner and the Human Torch.
That is definitely
way
cool.
back when.
And you've recently got these.
I got these about 9-10 months ago, something like that.
So they show all these different Marvel comics from. These are probably books from the 40s.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It was funny because I was in a shop in D.C. No, I think it was in South Carolina at the time, and the guy had these books, but he wanted like $50-$60 a pop for them. And I thought that was just ridiculous. I was able to find somebody who had a much better deal on them, obviously. And again, you know what? I always look for it. I'm going to open them. I'm going to look at them. I'm going to read them. So I want that ability. You know, when you get to the point that they're so pristine, you're kind of like, well, I can't touch that book, right? So why buy it? You know?
Yeah.
So
he does a good Dr. Doom on the cover there.
Yeah.
So see some of the. I've been looking at him to see like which ones he really works well at. You know, obviously the Nick Fury. And
definitely cool.
God.
All right, over here.
All right, well, now we're just going to go into some more traditional stuff. As I said before, we talked about Kirby, so I brought out some of my favorite Kirby books. Again,
Mr. Miracle.
Mr. Miracle, that's the number one.
Again, great shape.
It's great shape. I bought that. I'll be honest, I paid like $3 for it.
Wow.
You're not getting $3 for that. But I bought it.
Like not recently.
No!
I was going to say, man, I went to go buy this like a month ago and it was like $80.
Yeah. And my advice is if you're going to buy this book, buy it soon because they're making
$3 if you can.
If you can get it for $3, buy it for $3.
Not going to happen.
The New God movie is coming out and the focus on that movie is supposed to be Mr. Miracle
story?
and Big Barda, which,
Okay.
so it's going to be, you need to get the first issue and the fourth issue, which is the first appearance. Fourth is first appearance Big Barda. I just got the fourth as well. They're hard to find. Again, these are all wall books, as they call them.
Yeah. And very different character, I thought. It's like, there's never been any character like this to me.
Actually, the weird part about it is, Kirby supposedly based the character off of Jim Steranko, who we just looked at his work, because Jim Steranko initially was an escape artist prior to being
I didn't
a
know
comic.
that. Really?
Yeah, it's one of those weird facts.
Wow.
Again, all the pointless stuff that I know that will absolutely make me no
You're
money.
on our show,
Yeah,
Kirk.
yeah, exactly.
What else you got?
All right. Well, we got Captain America, because I love Captain America. And so we're going to look at going to Kirby.
Yeah.
Look at that. Now, that is the first time Captain America and the Black Panther met. What a great cover. I'm going to be honest.
That is.
You just have me at the cover.
Yep.
Why? I don't. You know what? It could just
It's
be
good.
blank.
And that's what
blank.
comics are all about.
I mean, look at that. How do you
You
beat
get
that?
sucked in by the cover.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And this is a great battle between two heroes that are actually very similar in strength and speed and fighting ability.
Yeah.
So
And what do you got here?
This
great
is
one right
this
there.
is one, and it's funny. I wasn't even shopping for this book. I was at New York Comic Con, and a dealer there, Zap, had it for $2.
Of course.
Nice.
So how do you beat that? $2, and look at the cover. You got the red skull
It's in
holding it.
great
Yeah,
shape.
It's
like,
in great
"Arr."
shape.
And it's great shape. $2.
You can't beat it.
Yeah,
Can't beat it.
Can't
You're
walk by.
probably, if you're going to go buy that online, it's going to run you about $10, $12.
Yeah.
$12.
And then you got shipping and handling. So it's
That's
crazy.
the art of comic book hunting. Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I will
Right.
tell you. Some days you score. Some days
It's in a nice bag. Nice. What do you got over here?
Oh,
Artwork?
All right. Now this is stuff, and
You want to tread places? This out of
we're
the way?
gonna.
All right.
If you get into comic book collecting, back in the day, as you can see, I've been doing this a while. You were able to get access to stuff that now has gotten much more difficult to do. And I was primarily a comic collector. I didn't get into too much crazy
Anything
stuff.
else?
But
now we see something different.
But what I did do was I was able to secure some original art and stuff that it's been sitting away, packed away. So I thought today's the perfect day to share it with people because it's not doing me any good sitting in a box somewhere.
Let's get this
So,
online. Let's see. What do you
Let's
have
see.
there?
This is the original art it's a layout for X-Men 163. As I said,
Issue 163.
63. That's one of the early appearances of the Brood, and they're going to get Kitty Pryde. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
I'm looking at this stuff and I'm going, geez, I really need to get this framed.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's just been boxed up.
That is amazing.
Thankfully, it's still in great shape. So,
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
everything.
and that's an original.
Yeah, sweet, huh?
Now you know what to get him for Christmas. A couple frames.
I
All right.
thought you were going to say a
Now,
couple more of
I-
these.
yeah.
I
Give
think
me a
he's
couple
got
more of
good
those every
stack
night.
already.
Now, I know we got a lot of Wolverine fans.
that's
This is a
gorgeous.
sweet cover. This is the original art and layout for Marvel Superheroes Winter Special with the X-Men.
That is awesome. Look at that. You got
It's a major cut and paste
So
job.
there-
Well, that was in
there
the
you
day
go.
you did that.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
layout. Now this stuff isn't done this way anymore. You got to think everything's computerized, so it
Yeah.
doesn't work this way anymore. So it's kind of cool. You didn't really get
Things of the past.
Yeah.
The way it
yeah,
was.
it really didn't happen.
Now, what do you
this
have
way.
next? I see we have like a color. It looks
This
like,
is the color
looks like
layout
a color cell.
for Well, this is you would do the layouts.
Go ahead, show 'em.
And all right, we're gonna do this. You guys can look at this. This is for a copy of Sensational She-Hulk, right?
Yeah. go
Now,
ahead.
now
Hold
when
it,
you would
Pete.
do the color layouts back in the day, you would actually layer it. So you would do it like this, as you can see it.
that's pretty cool.
And that's how they would do it. As I said, you don't see this stuff, and everything comes down. Is that neat or what? Huh?
That's really cool. Yeah.
All right, so you got yellow,
So
red, and these are the only colors they use over and
now,
over again,
now you
right?
see, it's kind of cool the way it lays down. Now, as I said, this is a Byrne did the art on this, and I'm a big
Oh,
Byrne
yeah,
fan.
yeah.
He did fantastic. 4 X-Men, insanely great. But pretty cool too. I mean, look at the characters on this cover.
You can't beat that, right?
Yeah, Punisher, Wolverine, Spider-Man.
Now, see, that's the way the Punisher needs to look, not like the
Yes.
nonsense we showed in our terrible covers episode. It's really bad late '80s Punisher stuff.
He's still looking young there, though.
But at least he looks menacing. He's got all the weapons. I mean,
yeah,
that's-
I'll be
got a lot
honest.
of hair.
He always,
Yeah.
yeah, bullets shooting up. I mean,
yeah.
What is this?
This is a similar. It's the layout for a splash page that was done for an X-Men special.
Oh, okay.
Right, look at that. And there you got.
They can't see it that far away.
All right, you got it. Work there.
There we go.
There you go. You got Jean Grey, Gambit, and again Wolverine, who I'm a huge Wolverine fan. So
You are?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Wolverine.
Gee, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
all right. Back in the 80s, there was a animated show, which to each their own. Let's just leave it that way. But this is actually one of the old cells that was used for that TV show.
Oh, is this the animated version of the Hunchback with the Hulk?
Is that Quasimodo?
That is the Toad.
The Toad. That's a Toad. Wow.
That's the
So
Toad.
we got Cyclops, Wolverine, the Toad, and I'm not sure.
And I think that's Colossus.
Colossus. Okay, I kind of thought so. He looked ahead.
This is an original animation cell. This was actually used to make that cartoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The X-Men cartoon?
Yeah.
Really?
Pretty neat.
Yeah.
And where'd you find that?
It was given to me as a gift.
Oh, nice.
I had a lot of the stuff was, as you said, you start doing this
Very
stuff for years.
cool.
People get you all
I
sorts
thought
of
you were going
stuff.
to say in the garbage.
And I'm going to show you this too. This is kind of cool.
What?
This is back in the day, and this is got folded, which is not cool.
No.
All right.
So it's ruined.
Nah, it's not ruined. Never ruined. All right. As you can
You've
see,
ruined
when they
everything.
would do the layouts, as we showed before for the color stuff, they'd mock them up sometimes and show where there were errors and where they had to fill in the color and what they were going to do with
So
that.
this is like a.
So this is a
version.
mock-up
So
version?
this, yeah, this
Something
is
that
this
needs
is
retouching?
yeah, this was the layout for this Excalibur issue where they actually you can see where the guys at Marvel Comic were like, this needs to be fixed, this needs to be fixed, this needs to be fixed. So it's just kind of cool.
A little curiosity. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got actually one more. It's
Oh, look at that.
look at this. This is again it was originally done as a poster for
Wow, it's got some detail.
yeah, look at that.
Say,
This was the original ink up job, but they're showing where they got to change it and which colors have to be used and everything. Again, very cool. I mean, and you got Cable there. It's again very cool. It's just interesting because you get to see this stuff that, like, no offense, isn't done
This is
anymore.
behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes stuff that's very
That's the antique.
technology.
technology now.
Technology is not even done anymore. So it's a piece of comic history.
It's old format,
Yeah.
basically, right?
That's
For
awesome.
comic book making.
Yeah.
Well, Kirk, thank you so much,
That's
man, for
fun.
allowing
A lot
us
of
to come
cool
over to your
shit
house
here.
and
Yeah.
check out everything.
Oh, nice to have him.
Hey,
guys
thank
come
you
in.
so much, really. And thank you for the Treasury Edition.
That's
Appreciate
right.
it.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks
Yeah.
for coming,
Yeah.
guys.
Guys,
So he'll be back. He's not, he's good. We're planning on having him on the show more often in the future. So when our schedules align, we will do it. And
it took us 2.5 years to align our schedule, so
So for
come back in
10
another
years
2.5
max,
years,
you
and
know?
we'll have Kirk again.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is great. I'm so glad we got to get these episodes out. So hopefully you comic book lovers like Kirk's Comic Book Cave here episodes. And I'm Wild Bill saying thanks for all your comments and your likes and your feedback. And please hit that subscribe button and tell your friends. And come back and see us again real soon. Okay?
And I am Pete. Thanks again, everybody. And hope you've all had a great holiday season over the last couple of weeks and all that good stuff. And we're looking forward to bringing you lots of great content throughout 2020.
Yes.
Remember what Bill just said. Hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends. Make sure they subscribe because we want to get to 1,000 subscribers sometime this year. We really would like to do that. I know we're still new
It's a
here.
slow-growing
It's a
process.
slow growing, but little by little, we're starting to pick up steam.
And we
So,
thank you for your support, everything. That
with
you've done
shows
for us.
like this, though. How can it not happen, right? So,
If you like comics, this is the place to be.
yeah.
All right, gang. Peace. We'll see you next time.
Kirk, say goodbye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.